This is a video guide for the Orange Drawer range by Delta Incubators. Once you receive your incubator, take it out the box, remove the lid and take out the free starter kit. That consists of a candler, a misting spray bottle, a water decanter, a water refill bottle, a drinker and a feeder. You also have a 12 volt cable and a 230 volt supply cable. Also remove the hatching grids. You'll only need that later in the process. Once you've removed that, you can start assembling the incubator. All you need to do on this model range is connect the turning motors. So take the bottom turning motor cable, push it through and connect it to the next level's plug. The plug can only fit one way, so you can't connect it wrong. Just go all the way up until you get to the lid and finally connect the last port to the controller. Once that is done, you are ready to run. So you can now connect power to the incubator. You can run this with either 12 volt or 230 volt AC. You can connect both of them at the same time. It will always choose to run on the 230 volt AC and only switch over to 12 volt once the 230 volt falls away. Once the incubator is set up and running, you can move on to the next stage, and that's adding water. On this particular model, you can do it one of two ways, either with a standard water filling bottle or with the water decanter. We do not recommend the water decanter. It's too difficult to control the amount of water. It just overfills. So use a standard bottle to fill the incubator. We want humidity of between 45 and 65%. If your humidity goes above 65%, that's not a problem. You can just wait for it to come down again and only add water once it drops below 50% again. The next step is adding eggs to your incubator. We need fresh, fertile eggs, preferably not older than a week, kept in a cool, dark place to ensure a good hatch rate. Lay the eggs down end to end on the rollers, nice and flat, and start at the bottom, go fill it all the way to the top. To make sure that the eggs are turning, you can mark a couple of eggs with a 0 and an X on either side, and press plus to manually engage the turning operation of the incubator. That way you can see that the egg is turning and everything is working as it should. After setting the eggs, the only thing you have to do for the next 10 days is make sure that your humidity stays in range. Fill up as needed. Once you reach day 10, you are ready to candle. Make sure you candle in a dark room uh, using either the candler supplied with the incubator or the candler in the lid. Here you'll see us with what's a fertile egg. You can clearly see the dark mass and the air sac. That's a good example of a fertile egg in day 8. Here we've got another fertile egg. You can see the veins, you can see the air sac. There's clearly development in that egg. This is clearly an infertile egg. There's nothing going in there. That egg can be discarded. There looks like there was some development, but it died. It looks like a dead embryo to me. If you're ever unsure, you can just keep the egg, but that egg needs to be discarded. Once you're done candling and discarding the eggs, your only job up until day 18 is just to monitor the humidity and make sure it doesn't go too low. Just add water as needed. Once you hit day 18, it's time to candle again. This time around, it should be very easy to spot infertile eggs. Any eggs that are clear can be discarded. The fertile eggs will have a fully developed embryo. You won't be able to see through anything. The only visible part would be the air sac. So discard your eggs and prep your incubator for the hatch. To do that, you need to fit the hatching grids over the rollers on each level and fill up the bottom of the incubator with about a centimeter of water. That is to ensure that the humidity stays nice and high and the eggshells are soft for the chicks to be able to break through easily. Once you've done that, you can take your eggs, the fertile ones, put them back, lay them flat on the hatching grid, pack them all in there, um, and get ready for the hatch. If you are feeding a high calcium feed or you suspect that your eggshells might be very hard, it's a good idea to mist the eggs twice a day. Just open it up quickly, give it a spritz or two, and close it down again. You don't want to open it up for anything other than misting, because once you open it up, that humidity will escape and it needs to build up again. If everything goes according to plan, you should have a whole batch of healthy, strong chicks rearing to go, and that's what it's all about. That's what we're all looking for. So after you've taken them all out, you want to wait for them to be all fluffy before you do that. You can clean your incubator and get ready for the next hatch.